Hey everyone, it is Jill here. Welcome back to my channel, and please forgive me for being lazy and just using my hand as my phone stand for today. So I don't know if you all have ever had a day when it just seems to get away from you. Like, it is literally after 3 o'clock. I just started my work day like not even 15 minutes ago, and what I'm supposed to do today, according to my handy dandy to-do list over here, is edit the first 2 videos that I recorded this week, but honestly, I don't feel like doing that. I want to get on to my next project, which is basically recording the 3rd installment of how to get my creativity back. And I was inspired for my next project because yesterday, excuse me, I was working in a sketchbook. If you watched my previous videos, I was basically doing a line design filled in with chalk crayons called Craypaws. They were from the 1950s. Anyway, I'll spare you the whole story. It's in my other video if you want to watch it. Hang on, I'm just going to open my sketchbook to that page so you can see if you didn't watch the videos. So my first endeavor was simply to make this piece of crap. So what I noticed is that the sketchbook itself is almost done. I started sketching in it in 2015. This I know because I'll show you a page after I have both hands free again, but I literally dated something 2015, so that's how I know that's when I got the sketchbook, because it was the beginning. Anyway, I'm going to fill the sketchbook and share that process with you. I wish I could turn the camera. Like, I can't just turn the camera like I can on FaceTime, and that seems weird, so stay with me. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so here's the sketchbook in question. This is the second page of it, and it literally says in 2015, color more, which you can see I executed so well. Anyway, here's something a little more refined that I can show you. This is just casual stuff that I was doing. I think I had new markers that year, so I was playing with those. I don't want to take you through the entire sketchbook, but anyway, there's just a few pages left in it. Here's some more illustrative things. But yeah, like blank page in the middle of nothing here. So that aside, this is what I have at my disposal. Fine tip gel pens, Sharpies, markers. These are like silver paint pens. An entire Lisa Frank pencil case filled with colored pencils. 2 boxes of Crayola crayons. I think I pilfered one of those from my old job, actually. More crayons, an entire box of pastels, and Prismacolor grayscale markers. Now, I used to have the colored set, but I gave those to my mom. So, this is what I have to play with today. And again, this is just an exercise to unlock my creativity and hopefully get started illustrating my 3rd book soon. Also, I apparently made a color guide for my crayons, and I just found this folded up in the box. How awesome is that? I really wonder how old I was when I made that. So anyway, I'm going to get started, and you can just follow me along on this little journey today. Okay, so here we have it. The first almost blank page. There's a little bit of marker bleed through, but I think I can work around that. I'm going to start with pastels. It's not a medium I typically go for, but that's what I'm feeling inspired to do. So I'm just going to play around, and we'll see what results. And okay, so I made myself some parallelograms here, and the reason I did this is because when I was a kid, I went through a whole phase of geometric drawing and a whole phase of like swirly color in drawings. So again, I'm just trying to unlock my brain after several months of creative brain freeze, and I literally have to get my 3rd book done this year. All right, so I've got a color palette chosen. I'm not sure if I'll stick with that or if I'm just gonna go rogue after a while, but we'll see. I'm gonna start by covering up this marker smudge here, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. I just realized I never took my Christmas painting down. Oops. Anyway, I'm just in chaos land right now. No, really. I mean, this is cute. I got some purple diamonds going on, but I just mean, I literally feel like my life is in relative chaos. Like, I used to have a corporate job. Cut and dry. You get a paycheck every other week. Somebody else told me what to do all the time. All the time. And yeah, there's something to be said for a life that's very structured and predictable in that way. Excuse me, I have post-nasal drip. This is my scratch paper. So I'm just going to try and erase my fingers while I talk to you guys. But yeah, after I left that life behind, I mean, starting your own business is a huge, unimaginably huge undertaking. And yeah, I still feel the chaos element all the time because I'm like, it's been like throwing spaghetti at the wall. I self-published 2 books, which I mentioned in a previous video. And I am literally obligated to advertise them. Like, I don't love self-marketing, you guys, and yet it's entirely necessary. It's out of my wheelhouse. I don't like sounding salesy, but anyway, that aside, so I self-published 2 books. I have not marketed them. I have somebody else helping me right now do some ads and stuff, but like, as far as getting my creative art business going, like I'm literally recording myself in my home office, which I used to use for my corporate job, and I'm drawing a grid of diamonds and hoping that this will turn into something on my channel and that I will actually be able to draw real pictures again soon, because I can't explain it any further than this. My creative brain shut down last fall because of so much stuff going on in my life, and basically I would sit and try to draw and it wouldn't come to me. Like, I would have the concept, I have a literal spreadsheet of illustrations that I have to do, and I should at least be coloring while I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, I had a literal spreadsheet, and it would tell me what caption had to be illustrated from the book. And I literally couldn't make it happen. I would sit there and struggle through it so hard. And I'm like, why is this hard? I have drawn since I could hold a marker or a pencil or whatever it first was that my parents gave me. I was like 2, 3, I don't know. But literally, like, since I was a kid, it came easily. And for it to suddenly just be, like, it felt impossible. And it felt impossible to write. It felt impossible to do anything that required the creative side of my brain. And it was scary. And it's even more scary to think like, hey, I have this huge dream business that I want to build. And everything I'm doing right now feels like throwing spaghetti at a wall. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me miss the steady paycheck, but at the end of the day, I don't miss the work. And there was a very big reason that I walked away from my job, which was that I basically had to choose between that paycheck and getting my dignity back. So I sincerely hope you guys out in my audience never have to face a choice like that, because it's awful. But literally, like, that's the decision I made, and that's why I'm here coloring diamonds now. So I hope you enjoy, because I'm just gonna keep guessing and trying stuff until something finally works. Anyway, that said, while I color these blue diamonds in, I will add that pastels are, like, to me, they're literally like chalk. Like, I had an actual chalkboard when I was a kid, and it was a chalkboard on one side, and if you flipped up the chalkboard, there would be like storage for like where you could keep your erasers and chalk and whatever else you wanted to put in there. And on the other side of this kitty contraption art station was a painting easel. So I remember my parents stationed that in their den for me, and I had a lot of fun times either sitting at the chalkboard side or standing at the easel side. In fact, I'm seeing my parents tomorrow. They don't live too far from me these days, and I'm hoping I can find, I know there's a photo of me standing at it, like with finger paints or something. So if I can conjure that up, maybe I'll try and throw that into an upcoming video. I'll share the photo from the 1980s if I find it. So anyway, you guys are gonna have to tell me in the comments if you like watching me actually draw and doodle and stuff, or if you prefer when I just talk to the camera. And don't show this part. I do apologize. I have so little experience thus far when it comes to like camera angles and lighting and sound. And and sorry for the post-nasal drip. But yeah, let me know what you like, because if you want me to try and get a better angle on what I'm doing, I can work on that. I do have a lot of camera equipment that I don't know how to use very well, but when I started my channel last year, or no, sorry, I started a channel in 2024, I kind of went a little crazy as far as like buying camera equipment that I ended up not using. I don't know if that's a hyperfixation thing on my part, but I tend to just go all in when I get an idea and decide, hey, I'm gonna run with this. And so yeah, I bought all this camera equipment and all these camera stands and stuff that I ended up sadly just, they're in a drawer now. Also, yeah, I'm just getting dust everywhere. I don't care. Yeah, one of the reasons why I am not a huge fan of pastels is because I just find them too chaotic. Like, I like colored pencils and markers so much better because if I draw something with lines, then the color stays within the lines. I was heavily influenced by the art of Sunday funnies when I was a kid, and also Saturday morning cartoons, which, like, if you're a Zennial or a Gen Xer, you probably remember the days when Saturday morning cartoons were literally worth getting out of bed early to go and watch. And odds were you probably had some kind of junk cereal filled with all the artificial colors in the world. And when you opened the box, you would be all excited because usually a toy would fall out. Anyway, I'll check back in later before I talk too much longer about breakfast cereal.
I take inspired action toward my dreams. I take inspired action toward my dreams.
I take inspired action toward my dreams. I take inspired action toward my dreams.
I attract what is meant for me. I attract what is meant for me.
Okay, so I just finished watching a video of Lavendare's affirmations, which is what I was doing in my previous clip there. And it got me thinking, when your nervous system is in fight or flight, it is actually so much harder to like sit and focus on something like a drawing or any kind of art project because, I don't know, like for me, I don't know if this, oh man, I don't know if this holds true for any of you guys, but if I'm in fight or flight, I just almost need to like be more in motion. It feels safer. So sitting still and trying to execute on something that requires a lot of focus and concentration almost feels like dangerous somehow to me, if that makes sense. So even right now, as I'm sitting still, I became consciously aware of like, wow, I'm sitting still for a very long time at my desk today and doing this. And obviously this didn't used to, it hasn't always been a problem for me. Like it was just literally like the second half of last year, it became a problem. I used to work very, very long hours sitting still all day. I mean, corporate life usually insinuates that. But anyway, let me know if any of you guys out there deal with high functioning anxiety or other mental health challenges that directly affect your nervous system. Don't be shy. Let me know. It's giving Argyle socks. Oh wow, that bounced a lot. Sorry. All right, status update. We're at this point. It's still giving Argyle socks for me. And by the way, I hate wearing socks. Like, one of the best things for me about moving from the Northeast to South Florida is no more socks. Almost never. But anyway, I've got one color left to go. This corally hot pink color, which almost perfectly matches my nails actually. But this is gonna make it all come together for what it's worth. Okay, this is it, the last square. All right, now which finger? Okay, this is the pink finger. I was accidentally blending all my colors before. Because, well, see, this is the kind of thing I don't have to worry about if I use colored pencil, crayon, or marker. And that's why, as a kid, I favored those things. Now, what possessed me to buy pastels as an adult? Couldn't tell you. Don't remember. But here we are. Okay, here it is. I was thinking about doing black lines in between everything, but now I'm not so sure I want to do that. Like, this is kind of just nice on its own. Also, I'm ready to move on, so I'm going to consider this done. Thanks for sticking with me. Okay, I lied to myself and to the camera. I put the black lines in. I love it. I mean, I don't love it. It's nice. I'm happy that I did this. Let's put it that way. Getting to do a piece of artwork that I truly love and I'm actually like proud of, we're working our way to that. Let's just put it that way. Okay, time to find a new page. My light is fading a little bit, so also this is the scrap page that I keep handy, so okay. Oh, right there. There's a blank page, although what's here is actually pretty cute. I like this still. Yeah, maybe I should do something. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do something with crayons, but I wanna make like a coloring page for myself. Okay, this Sharpie was brown, but we're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna do all the outlines in black. I'm gonna do all the outline in brown instead of black just to see what happens, because I'm very much into art that requires like black outlines. That is my illustration style, so I think I'm just gonna go with this. I'm gonna draw some flowers. Then I'm gonna color with them. Why can't I talk? I'm going to color them with crayons. And I recall that when I was young, I liked to color flowers with every single petal a different color. So I might go a little crazy and do some of that actually. Presto! I have my brown outline flowers done. There are a few mistakes on this, but you know what? In order to fulfill my goal of simply filling this sketchbook and, like I said, getting the creativity juices flowing again, I'm just gonna keep rolling forward because none of this is meant to be perfect. I obviously can do things that are much fancier than this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be trying to put together a creative business because this is very sophomoric, at least I think so. I hope I'm not insulting anybody by calling my own work sophomoric, but anyway, that's beside the point. Maybe one day soon I can get out my old portfolio because I was an art major in school and I can take you on a tour of that if that's something you would like. But I'm going to stop filming for today. There's no film anymore, but let me tell you I grew up in the 80s without telling you I grew up in the 80s. Anyway, I'm going to stop recording for today because I'm actually going out tonight, and also the light is fading. It actually looks pretty bright on screen right now, but when I look out my windows, I'm like, oh, the sun is pretty much set at this time, or very, very close to it. So that's it for today, and I hope you join me again for my next installment of getting my creativity back. Oh, and like, subscribe, leave a comment if you like, and as usual, the links for my books are in the description below.